Good morning, Ignition Diecast community. It's Joe, the Clueless Collector here, and we're going to do some Glory Box diving today. But I promised to show you the hot ones that I found on Tuesday. And I got 5, and I have a hot ones location on my wall for Ultra Hots and the hot ones. And anything that's Spectraflame, basically these two series, including that red 50s Chevy truck. I had no idea that there was an Ultra Hot series that wasn't Spectraflame, that didn't have the Ultra Hot wheels. But I'm going to start collecting those too. So I have 5 of the old ones from the 80s. Ultra Hots, which I didn't even really set out. I decided not to collect those, but they just have come my way anyway. And now I have one of the mid-range Ultra Hots, that Chevy truck. And then when they were reborn in whatever it was, 2022, I have every single one of the Ultra Hots and every single one of the hot ones, except for this current 2026 mix. And it's funny, the diecast world seems to mirror the real automotive world in that the next year's models are being released during the fourth quarter of the prior year. So we're in the fourth quarter of 2025, but a lot of Hot Wheels 2026 stuff is coming out. And I imagine we'll start seeing Matchbox stuff too, so it's the same company. So these 5, which I keep showing you on the side because I don't want you to know which one I got. I got the Corvette Racer, and its full name is the 69 Corvette Racer, and I have a Corvette Race Spec box. I don't know, maybe I need 2 of these. This is definitely the priority, is to go over there with the Ultra Hots, but I might grab another one of these if I see it for my Corvette Race Spec box. White interior. Nice teal aqua Spectraflame paint job. The Mazda Repu. And I know it stands for rotary engine pickup. I know that. You don't have to tell me that. But that's a hot purple. Looks good. These realism is out the window with these hot ones and Ultra Hots, but they just look they look cool. I like them. It's like this, there's no suspension of disbelief that it's like a model of a real car. It's sort of an interpretation of the vehicle, and I just really like them for some reason. This one I was surprised to find, the 67 Ford GT40 Mark IV, and it's Zamac. It's unpainted metal. And I guess I'm going to need 2 of these too, because I have a GT40 Mark IV box, and this one's going to go in the Hot Ones section. 40. I recently found out that the GT40 Gran Turismo 40 is called the GT40 because the height of the car to the roof, I guess, is 40 inches, at least the Mark I. I don't know about later versions. So it's GT40 because it's the Gran Turismo 40 inches tall. The Fiat, the 60s Fiat 500D Modificado in Spectraflame red. And I don't collect Fiats. The only reason I got this was because it's a hot one. Look at that little guy. I don't really do mini cars like the minis or the Fiats. I think they're cool when I see them. They definitely turn my head. I take a picture whenever I see one in the wild, but just don't collect the diecast. Nice Spectre Flame Red. And then lastly, I was surprised to find this one too. I must have just got there because Kevin would have taken this one. The Skyline R30. I think the R30 is probably the least popular generation of Skyline. Like the Godzilla ones are hot as peppers. And as far as the diecast versions of Skylines, the R30 is less popular. Still a big deal, but like we have a lot of that year that they came out with like a green one and a plum one. They have plenty of those on stock because people got kind of burnt out on them, I guess. So everybody who wanted one got it. So maybe that's why this one was available. And again, I think I need 2 of these because I collect R30s and I collect the hot ones. So this one, priority is to go to the hot ones, but I'll grab another one of these 3. These 3 I collect this casting anyway. So gotta have 2 examples. One for the wall and one for the boxes. So what am I missing? I have my high-powered reading glasses on. So in this series also is the Porsche 917 LH, which doesn't surprise me that it's gone. Might have a metal base, I'm not sure. The Volkswagen T1 panel bus, which they're popular for some reason. I probably will find that one next. Or the 71 Datsun 510. Probably find those 2. I don't know if I'm going to find the Porsche, but anyway. Do I need 2? Yeah, I need 2 of the Porsches. Shit, I need 2 of the 510s. And I have a Volkswagen Transporter box, so I might need 2 of the Volkswagens too. So it's tough when this series comes out because they use cars that I really like in and of themselves. So yeah, and to make this part to reveal my cluelessness, I'm going to reach into the glory box, pull out some cards, and try to guess what they are. And you'll probably know before me. So, reach in. Big handful, like 8 or 9 cards. Well, we know what that is. It's from this year. It's a Honda Civic EF in lime green. I was right. It's an EF. You've seen this one before. I have one, so that's probably a for sale item. The super popular El Camino, I think this is the 80? I think this is the 80 El Camino. I'll give you another look at it before I spill the beans. Nice blue El Camino. And its name is the 80 Chevy El Camino. So I guess right, I'm 2 for 2. And El Caminos and Rancheros are a tough one because, yeah, I'm always kind of torn. I don't officially collect either one, but I have a boatload of the 72, right here, 72 Rancheros. And then I have a couple in my Ford truck box too. And I have one Chevy El Camino, the black one that came out. Actually, it's the one from the Fast and Furious series. I took the cage off of it, and there's a casting that's very similar to another casting underneath that cage. So I have one. This looks interesting. I'm thinking this is a Matchbox. Moving parts. I collect Land Rovers. but I haven't gone down the Range Rover route because there's a lot of them. And around here anyway, it's kind of a luxury car for rich people. It's a way to show status that nobody really off-roads in these things. And yeah, I think that's going to be a Matchbox moving parts. There's the wheels. Yeah, those are Matchbox wheels. So this is called a 1975 Range Rover. And I think this will be for sale loose, you know where. And I think there's a blue one, a carded blue one, if it's the same year. We definitely have a blue Range Rover in stock right now. The ever popular Bluebird 510 wagon in chameleon purple. This is one super treasure hunt that I've never seen in person. I've never found one in the wild, and I've never even seen anyone show me one. It's Spectre Flame pink, and I think it's one of those super treasure hunts, not this one, but the pink one. Really, really went high dollar. I think shortly after its release, it was going for like $130 for a 1/64 scale Hot Wheels car. Insane. Speaking of Rancheros, I think this is a Ford Ranchero. Might be the same year that I have back there. Again, I'll give you a chance to make your guess before I read what it actually is. That front looks like the Ford Ranchero. And it might be the 72. But those wheels are confusing. I think those wheels are Matchbox. So let's see. Yes, it's a Matchbox. And it's a 70 Ford Ranchero. So I have a few of these in my Ford truck box, which that's definitely a box that needs some thought because it's just kind of a hodgepodge of Broncos and Ranger Raptors and F-150s, and yeah, something needs to happen there, but I'm not sure what. But this is a nice one. Definitely keeping that. Beautiful. This is an example of how far Matchbox has come. Like, I couldn't tell. The wheels are sort of a giveaway. Those are Matchbox wheels, but as far as Hot Wheels main lines and Matchbox main lines, they're pretty much shoulder to shoulder. And Matchbox do not feel cheap anymore. Oh, this looks like that color shifter 80 Corvette from the Transformer series, which I already have, so lucky you. I think it's 80. 1980 Chevy Corvette. And it's a color shifter. Let's see if it... Nah. It goes to black when it's really cold, but when it's relatively warm, it's this blue color. So I'll be listing that one for sale. At a random time, that 7 p.m. drop that I was committed to for a while became a pain in the ass because I'm always doing something else at 7 p.m. or I'm even away from home, which is really bad. So instead of dropping at the same time every day, if you see something random that you got to have, you can go ahead and order it and tell me to hold it until you have something else to order. I can hold as many orders for you as you want. The upside is I have your shipping charge as kind of a ransom. So when you're ready to ship, I will refund everything that didn't represent the actual cost to ship. So if you do 4 orders and you're charged $8.40 for 4 orders, I'll package them all together and it might only cost $8.40 to send one, and the other 3 will be refunded. Here's another example of, is it a Repu or is it a Datsun? I have this one because I recognize it, but I think it's a Datsun. 620. Wait a minute. This is a dang old Cyclone. How did this even get in there? This is highly desirable. Damn it. It's 81 GMC Cyclone. It's not a Repu or a 620. It's a GMC. And I have it because I have all of the GMCs, but this is a dang nice one. These are pretty good sellers to begin with, and this is what I would call uncommon. Not rare, but extremely uncommon. So that'll be for sale, but it's not going to be cheap. And this brat, which I feel like I just opened one of these white brats. And I'm 99% sure this is a Matchbox moving parts. Remember I was talking about the Stompers? The first line of Stompers included a silver Subaru Brat. And yeah, this is a Matchbox 1978 Subaru Brat. And definitely from the moving parts series. So I'm going to double check to make sure I have this one, which I think I do because we just opened one. And if so, this will be for sale. That's it. I wasn't so clueless. I got most of those. Those were not, well, I messed up the GMC thinking it was a Japanese truck, but it's small. So, and that's not one you see very often. Other than that, I think it did pretty good. So I'll talk to you tomorrow on Freestyle Friday. And yeah, looking forward to it because I got some cool stuff at the store in these past couple of days. Later.